And welcome back, guys. Gvids here. If you guys are new here, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. That way you never miss out on any future video streams or anything fun like that. And today I'm actually going to do a requested video. You guys have been asking, well, some of you at least, have been asking for me to do the best path or method for the playlist that is on the channel for those who've been around for a long time. Obviously, you guys do know what the playlist is. For those who don't, there's a 4-spawn glitch that is on the channel. I have a playlist that has tons of hotspots on there. So today I'm going to go through the entire playlist and just show you the best path to attack the playlist. Now, of course, this could be altered, so I'm only going to show the glitch actually one time. So what we're doing here is standing generally in the middle of all the locations, and then we're going to press start, go down to online, click on free roam, and then what we're actually doing is spawning in all the collectibles to the area. Instead of coming here and only collecting one or two things, we can go ahead and collect the entire area all in one go. So if you guys are wanting to hit up these locations, you will need to go to the playlist so you can get all the items if you don't know where they all are already. So if you guys are new around here, obviously you will need to go to those playlists and you're going to have to check those out so you can get all the locations of the collectibles within the areas. But otherwise, guys, I'm not going to show that today, just for this one little area here, just to kind of show you guys how it works. And then otherwise, I'm just going to show you the path that I would take if I'm going to attack the entire playlist all in one go. If you guys do this, you are guaranteed 2 full sets and hundreds of single little items, which are going to rack you up some very good XP and cash. And if you have been out collecting already, you most likely are going to fill up other sets as well. So our starting location will be Van Horn, and then we're going to move over to Van Horn Fort, is what it's called within the playlist there. Everything is labeled. So once you make it here, again, stand in the middle, press start, go down to online, click on free roam, and then go ahead and collect the area, and then we're going to move to a new location. We can only do this once every 24 hours at each location. Just do keep that in mind. So the next one here is just, I forget what the names of them are all. This one here is just a little house off of the bayou here. I think that one is actually called the Blue Water Marsh location. And then we're going to go to La Grasse, which is labeled La Grasse, of course. And again, we're going to collect everything, repeat the same steps at each location. I'm just kind of showing you where to stand. That's why I'm giving you guys the footage of me being at each location instead of just showing you on the map. I did want to show you guys generally where to stand when you do hit each location, and press start, go down to online, and repeat all the steps. So keep on moving here. We're just at the second location, which I called that Lemoyne. And then we're going to go down to Rhodes. And again, this is self-explaned. It's called Rhodes. And then we're going to move over to Brathwaite Manor, which again, everything on the playlist is labeled so you guys know where to go. Once you make it here, you're going to want to generally stand where I am here, and this is a big location. Sometimes not all the items do spawn in, but there is a lot of items at this location here. Next one down is going to be called Jackson, or Catfish Jackson's house. I'm just going off of memory here, so I might get a few of these wrong. Just bear with me. But this one here is, it would be called Catfish Jackson's house in story mode, so that's what it's labeled for the glitch. And then this one here is Shady Belly. I do believe that's what this one is called here. And now from here, we're actually going to fast travel. We've been running on foot for basically all those locations so far. Now we're going to fast travel over to Annesburg. Annesburg can be a very, very tricky little spot. It's the only location where it sometimes spawns you elsewhere on the map. So it might take you a few goes, and try to not get too frustrated with this location. This is the only location that does that. I'm not too sure why, but this one is tricky, and you will have to bounce around a few times. It's probably going to bring you to back to where you started from a few times. My suggestion is just hang out in a location, buy some stuff from the stores, and just try to have the game save you there. And the next location is up at the top here. What the hell did I call this? I call this the brine drop something house or something like that. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, brine wine drop is most likely what I called that location. And then we're going to run down the tracks all the way down to this hot spot here, which is called Window Rock. This one has a fair amount of items, but it is a good jog to get there. Unfortunately, there are no fast travels to get around to this one. But again, guys, this always could be altered if you find a better method or a better way to attack the playlist. Obviously, do that. This is just the way that I attack it. The next is going to be Coulter, and as soon as you find the ability to fast travel through obviously you need the wilderness camp to do that, but as soon as you get the chance to, set the camp up and go to Coulter. Do pack on some food though, because doing this does make your guy extremely worn out since there is a lot of traveling. And the next one down is just going to be a little jog down to these little houses right here. Which again, it's just this one's just a small spot here. There's only 4 items, but it is part of the playlist, so we might as well hit that up. And you will need to go there to acquire some of the full sets that we acquire from the playlist. And the next one down will be called Little Creek Location. I do believe that's what this one is called, Little Creek House or something. This one here has a lot of items to it as well. Sorry guys, this is going to be a longer video here. Normally I don't make long videos, but I've been asked to do this a fair amount of times, so I figured I might as well try to do it for people. This is the way I thought of doing it. But anyways, now we're going to scoot on over to Valentine again for a fast travel. You will need their wilderness camp, but wilderness camp makes things a hell of a lot easier doing this. So if you don't have it, unfortunately, you will have to do more running around. But for most people, we do have this, so we can make around the map fairly easy. So now we're going to Valentine. This location here has a fair amount of items. It is quite big, so you generally have to stand where I am to kind of get everything to spawn in. But that location also gives me a bit of problems getting everything to spawn in for myself. Sometimes it does take two goes at it. Next, we're going to jump over to the Cumberland Forest area, and this was just by foot here. We're going to do this location here, and then we're going to bounce over to just underneath the C and the U, which is just right here. And then once we make it here, again guys, we are repeating all the steps once we make it here. If you guys want to know where all the items are at these locations, you will need to go to the playlist and watch the actual tutorial on them. If I did that on this video, it would be like a 45-minute long video, and I think that's a little bit stretched out, so I'm trying to keep it as short as possible and giving you guys all the locations. So from here, we're actually going to fast travel to Emerald Station, and then we're going to move to this location right here, just underneath of the A. So once you make it here, again, get your ability to fast travel. Sometimes you do need to run a little bit away from those locations just to get the camp to accept you. It's kind of a pain in the ass, some of those spots, to get that thing to actually pop up. And then from here, guys, we're actually just going to move up top a little bit, just above Hanover there. And this location here, I've been around a long time. I've showed you guys this one a bunch. This one has a fair amount of items as well. And also, if you want to grab a donkey from the little stable there to ride around on, you can also do that if it's available for you. And then from here, we are going to fast travel to Strawberry. This is the best location out of all of them. It has the most items at all times. It is a big city, but everything always tends to spawn in for you. And it's a very, very good location with about 10 to 11 items, which is very juicy. And from Strawberry, we're getting very close to the end of this, guys. Don't worry. From Strawberry, we're going to go down to the post here. Oh, where the hell is it? Oh, my fast travel thing is gone. Right there. That's where we want to go. So once you make it here, again, collect everything. Sometimes there are bonus items at these locations as well. You can use a collector's map to find bonus items, or sometimes I have mentioned them in the videos, of course. And then we're at the last location, which is Tumbleweed. I just talked through the little map show there, but here we are in Tumbleweed, generally standingly where I am, just in front of that porta potty. And we are going to go over it just one more time here, just strictly on the map. So we started at Van Horn. Then we moved over to the fort, down to Blue Water Marsh. And then from the marsh, we went to La Grasse. Oh. And then from La Grasse, we went over there. I called that one Lemoyne. From Lemoyne, we went down to Rhodes. You can either fast travel or walk or travel on foot there. And then from Rhodes, we went down to Brathwright Manor. From Brathwright Manor, we went down to the Jackson's house. and then Shady Belly. From Shady Belly, we fast traveled all the way up to Annesburg, which is a pain in the ass city. From Annesburg, we went up to Brine Drop, followed the train tracks down to Window Rock location right here. From Window Rock, we fast traveled all the way over to Coulter. From Coulter, we walked down on foot to these little sets of houses, and then down to Little Creek. From Little Creek, we fast traveled over to Valentine, went over to the forest there, and then Cumberland. From Cumberland, we fast traveled to Emerald Station, and then went underneath the A in Hanover, and then above the H in Hanover. From there, we fast traveled over to Strawberry, collected Strawberry, and then we fast traveled over to Montete's Post, whatever the hell that thing's called. And then we went to the shit zone in Tumbleweed, which we finished off the run. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video and you actually found that helpful in any way. If you guys did, make sure you do share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.